I'm Tom. I'm in Cornersoul.
I'm Alex, and I work for Cornersoul.
It's basically just what I've been making music under for years now. It's been a couple different bands. Right now, the band is Hands, a guitar player from the No Shows, plays bass with me. Super Tough Ray Clough plays drums. We're starting to incorporate some more electronic stuff that we've been working on for the past year. So Claudio's manning most of the samples.
Nice.
Yeah. I was the No Show's drummer actually.
Okay.
Like on a whim, like they needed a drummer for a show, and they ended up getting a drummer after that. So I was their guitar player, and then I kind of stole their rhythm section. But it ended up working out really well. I still jam with them every now and again. So Bowie's on the list, I guess, obviously. Like Prince is on the list. That's probably obvious too.
Yeah.
New York Dolls would be
The
on
Dolls
the
are
list.
definitely up there.
Yeah.
We listen a lot of like old school, like vinyl that have like very like good rock and roll films. Like,
Yeah, a lot of downtown New York 70s
Yeah.
shit.
Nice, nice.
Velvet Underground were huge for me too, so that was kind of. But now, I mean, lately I've been listening to more hip hop and R&B and weird electronic shit.
Yeah. Every album is like different, like genre of music that we like get really
So,
into.
yeah, it's kinda-
Yeah.
Like you can hear the sound different influenced by like each one.
It
Like,
is-
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, some of the stuff that I've been listening to for years, like I mean, like Lauryn Hill was huge and Erykah Badu were huge for both of us,
Yeah.
during various periods of time.
Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean,
Of
lately,
course,
yeah,
yes.
lately,
Frank Ocean, yes.
Because to an extent, there is kind of like music that came out before Blonde and shit that came out after Blonde. So of course that's in there.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I was more into like heavy East Coast shit, fucking Mobb Deep and Nas's first couple of records. So that was
Nice.
that was my
That was-
introduction. But it wasn't until probably the last year or two that I found ways to kind of incorporate that without like doing something cheap and shitty.
Yeah.
Obviously, white guy in a rock band, you're
Yeah.
gonna be able to, to pull some of that shit off.
Yeah.
So it's been interesting kind of finding ways to incorporate different elements of stuff that I've been listening to for years that I've never really thought like capable of executing on like an actual level. Oh, that's just like, I don't know.
Him, I think it's been birth. I think he was humming,
Yeah.
like tapping his hand with the rhythm since he was such a high idol.
It's weird. I remember more, like less getting into music and realizing that certain music I knew was bad. Like I remember moving back to Lowell when I was probably like 10 years old. I lived in California for a while, and we only listened to like skate punk and like Blink-182 shit out there. And it was just awful. And, by the time I got back out here, it was really kind of like especially when you're living on the East Coast too, it's fucking cold and dark and the buildings close together as opposed to living in a suburb of LA where everything's sunny and bright. So coming back here and getting into the older punk stuff, the Dolls and the Clash and the Damned and the Ramones and all, Blondie and the Pretenders and stuff like that. It was really like, this is what life looks like.
Yeah.
This is this is goofy shit.
Yeah.
This is what life looks like.
We also like got a record player when we were like very young, like 17,
had the
16.
privilege of
And we'll,
having
like,
access to music. as
pretty
well.
much
It
spend
was
all
around.
day at record stores and like look around like old music and such, and like I've always been like attached to it. And
Yeah. My old man's a musician, so he's always had good stuff playing.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Yeah, probably
It's
around.
hard. Your family is
Yeah.
all about music. Like, you can't
Exactly.
really escape it.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your father. You said that he's also into music. Has he influenced you a lot?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, he was really cool when I was a kid too, because rather than just like playing whatever music he liked, he made a point of like playing happy stuff, like upbeat stuff that kids can listen to. But he wouldn't ever like lower his standards for that. You know what I mean? So there was constantly, James Brown, JB's, Toots and Maytals, all kinds of reggae, all kinds of funk. Sly and Family Stone were on constantly.
Yeah.
That like all of the songs on their greatest hits were like written into my skull before I knew who Sly and the Family Stone was. So I feel like that was kind of getting into like the rock and roll stuff, having that as kind of a backbone, especially later. After high school, kind of being reintroduced to a lot of that stuff and realizing that I knew all of it already, and just being able to instantly kind of like, oh my god, of course I love this. Like,
Yeah.
this is fucking great. So he did a killer job of that. and definitely helped in terms of me learning how to play guitar. Though I think to an extent he made like a conscious choice to be a little hands off and kind of let me go the way that I wanted to go.
Yeah.
I think it was like the most important thing too. He never really forced on me.
Yeah, yeah.
It was never really an expectation.
I remember him teaching me how to play Manic Depression by Jimi Hendrix, and me being super excited, and then him, wanting to teach me like there's some other blues licks, and me just kind of rejecting the idea completely and being like, no, this is different. Like I'm trying to do this.
Yeah.
Be loud and abrasive and noisy.
Yeah.
And he was just like, cool. And then years later, you kind of reconnect, and it's a little bit more like you can jam now. Now that I'm actually like good enough to do that, as opposed to being a 12-year-old and like
Try to
figure out the rope. So yeah, that one was.
How sort of relief in the making in the past couple of years?
Yeah, it's been dwelling for a while. The songs are mostly. I mean, a couple of them are new. But,
Yeah.
A couple of new, some are old.
Some of them are like old.
Yeah,
like,
old,
written,
Yeah.
like a couple years ago, just
Yeah.
revived it.
Yeah, it was funny because when I went to the concert, like some of the people were like, "Oh my gosh, I know this song," and I'm like, "What song is this?"
You just came out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's all.
It's funny. I mean, some of them. The first record, Scatterbrain, was kind of written while it was recorded as like a means to experiment with the recording process, because I was kind of learning how to do it for the first time.
Yeah, I believe Scatterbrain was recorded mostly in Philadelphia for a month straight.
Yeah, and it was just kind of banged out, written on the spot,
literally
recorded on the
every
spot.
single day,
Nice.
1 month straight, locked
Yeah.
in the basement, like record that whole
Yeah.
album.
Sounds like a lot of sleepless nights.
Yup.
Sleepless nights for me.
But a lot of the positive release stuff we've been playing live prior to that album
Of course.
even being recorded, and we had never gotten the band in the studio. So this album was the first time that we had the actual rhythm section playing the parts, as opposed to me just overdubbing shit endlessly.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. And when we finished tracking, we did some overdubs, but I basically handed it off to Ray, my drummer. He mixed and mastered the whole thing himself. So it was really a little bit more of a collaborative thing than had been going on previous. A little bit of everything. I mean,
We're blessed to have a lot of greater friends.
Yeah,
It's
this is
always down to get inspired and to like stay up and get a little rec with us past
Yeah.
the usual time on the weekdays sometime. And
a lot of the times the process is basically you sit around until 5 in the morning, just to fill up 10 pages of words, and then hopefully you get like 3/4 of a page worth of good words out of the
Out of the
that kind of rambled out. But I'm definitely of the write drunk, edit in the morning type of thing.
I see. Yeah.
And usually it's more the editing process than like the writing process. The writing process often happens kind of on the spot, like you're out at the bar, at the club, whatever, after a show, and all of a sudden you're hanging out in the corner. So what do? You pull your phone, start taking notes, and after a week of taking notes, eventually you go, that one was actually good.
Yeah. So we're gonna use this one.
Try to sing that. I know, right? It's like picking favorite kids.
well, like our
lately
first
though,
favorite one would have to be like Sunday Gimme Gimme.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they're the singles too. So
Single
we've been
off of Pasta Release.
playing them more.
Yeah.
We've been, and I think we've been killing them live lately too, which I don't know that we had really.
It's just two
perfected.
songs that's like very, very catchy to a lot of that band that immediately like, oh, I can sing along to this. And I believe we are in the process of releasing the Gimme Gimme music video. To be honest, we have no freaking idea.
Yeah.
But for us,
I like the honesty.
This is not something that never ever gonna stop.
Nah, I mean,
it's not something that we ever gonna like. It might not work out. Like that would never run to our head.
Yeah. So sometimes you notice that you've been doing things for longer than you haven't been doing them. So there's no real.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no real
like
turning
when
it
you
around,
are up there and you're pursuing it, it's not like something that you were like ever waking up and be like, no, like we're not gonna do this anymore. Like me, I'm not even in the band, but waking up like being a part of this, just helping him with like the
it's still
overall
constant.
process
Yeah.
and everything. It's still a lot.
But I guess in synopsis, I was broke and making music. I am still broke and making music.
Okay.
I'm hoping to be slightly less broke and still making music.
Yeah.
And maybe if I don't have to have a day job, that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
So that's
That's everybody's, especially creators. That's one of their dreams, to be able to pursue what they're in love with, but still
without
with,
having to work.
without having to work the 9 to 5.
If all I had to do was, that'd be ideal. So
Yeah.
that's what we're aiming for.
Good. Hey, that's a good goal with it.
I'm Tom.
Alex.
Cornersoul.
Thank you, Bishop Mac.